Hello everybody, here we are again, Hi-Fi Resale Shop. My name is Derek. I've been selling on eBay for 20 years now, and sold some stuff over the weekend. Not for a ton of money, but we did make sales, and we got to thank God for the sales that we got. He blesses us every day. We're going to go through those things that sold over the weekend. Some pretty interesting stuff, not the same old everyday stuff. Today is Monday, April 6th. It is my daughter's birthday today, so happy birthday to my daughter. She is turning 11, so happy birthday to her. And the project is almost done, where I moved from my office into the storage area, which is here, and finished kind of painting, putting the furniture together, so she has her own bedroom. And I think one of the coolest gifts that we could give her was that she also got some other birthday gifts, but that was a huge gift. Holy moly, this paint cost a lot, and all the other stuff also cost quite a bit. So just maybe that's why sales are slow. Everything is so darn expensive. So let's go through the things that sold over the weekend, and tell you what sold and how much it sold for. So let's see, the first thing we got is a CD that sold, SWV Still. I didn't know they were still around. When was this? 2016, so they were still making music as of 2016. But that sold for $4 plus shipping on top. The next thing that sold were these Theory pants. They're black stretch pants. These sold for $20.24. I don't know what size those are. I have to go off my little cheat sheet here, because when I took down my computer, I thought I was going to put it on a rolly cart that I could move around the house with, but that isn't seeming to work, and I think I'm going to have to do my laptop on that cart and the tower computer out here, because the laptop isn't picking up the internet out here in the storage area. Hold on, I got a child who's got a question. So I'm gonna have to bring my tower computer in here somewhere. I'm gonna have to figure out a space. I also, in this area, need to find some place to be able to pack stuff. I'm already thinking I might have to move this stuff over here, and have a packing table over there, which the more I think about it, the more I like it, and just have a small table just dedicated to packing, so that this area in front of me can be used for what would you say, like a listing area. I might move. I have a light box right over here. I might move my light box back and forth from this packing table, and be able to do stuff that way, just to until I figure this all out. There's so much on this big, it's a huge table that I'm standing in front of, huge dining room table that I found, that I really liked, and right behind where the camera is like a 50-inch TV. I think it's a 50-inch TV back here, and I sit and I've been watching that while I've been doing things over here. Of course, when I get rid of this pile of CDs that's over here, there's probably 2,000 CDs sitting over there. When that gets completed, then that'll be helpful too. That'll be a bunch of space that can be done. Was watching a bunch of people's videos recently, and I thought, well, I've been thinking about it, but I've been getting a ton of ads for Vinted on the YouTube videos that I watch. So that has been making me think about cross listing again, and looked into List Perfectly, which is the cross listing app that helps you list across all platforms. You can do Vinted, you can do Poshmark, Etsy, Mercari, whatever you want to do. Looked into that. It looks like it would be about $69 a month. I don't know. Do you use List Perfectly? If you do, comment down below. Tell me what you think of it. I also was looking into List Perfectly, List Easier, which is the AI listing tool that I think Commonwealth Picker talks about on his channel. List Perfectly, Shed Flips talks about on their channel. So that's where I got that from. And then Flipwise, which is Justin Resells. I don't know what it does and doesn't do, but I just know it does the numbers for you. It keeps track of inventory, where it's sold, how much you sold from a specific garage sale and stuff like that. And I think that would be really beneficial to have. So I've been looking into that. I think that was $69 as well. I think List Perfectly was $69, and I think List Easier was a little bit more expensive or a little bit less. Can't remember, maybe $59 or something like that. But that's I really don't have many monthly costs for my eBay business, so those would be things obviously I could sustain, but I've never paid money out except for the eBay fees and stuff, and they just disappear. So you never think about them. So that if you use any of those apps, comment down below. Let me know what you use, and if you like it, any problems you've had with it, I'd love to know. But been thinking about doing that recently with all the Vinted directed ads towards me on YouTube. Really been thinking about that. My wife has always told me, like, hey, you should cross list, but in my mind I have a hard enough time just doing the eBay stuff. So like I want to add other things to my plate that and do those poorly. So but we shall see. We'll see if it's in the cards or not. I don't know. We'll try and figure it out. The next item that's sold is this Left Field All-Stars Songs of the Game. It says new and old baseball songs on here. And I don't know if it's just I don't know if it's really about baseball, these songs. But anyway, that sold for $4.49 plus shipping on top. Speaking of baseball, the next item that sold was this St. Louis Cardinals 1992 official scorebook. This sold for $3.99 plus shipping on top. The next item that sold, and this might come back because I see a problem with the listing when I was grabbing it, is this American Eagle Outfitters full zip front jacket, and it's kind of, I don't know, ladies large. I don't know. This is a ladies large. Seems kind of small, but it was sold for $13.99 with shipping on top. It's kind of got like a worn look to it. $13.99 plus shipping. The next one, I was surprised that it sold for such a low amount. I mean, I thought it was a good hat. It's a vintage hat made in Sri Lanka, cotton, competitor's view, but it's Earnhardt number 3, and it's got this 50th anniversary of NASCAR on the back. I don't know when the 50th anniversary was. Let's see here. 1998. So it is a vintage hat, and It's a cool hat. It's got a good look to it, and it's in great condition. I don't think it's ever been worn, but it only sold for $5.24. I thought a lot of times Earnhardt hats go for quite a bit more than that. The next piece that sold is this Maleficent Halloween headpiece. It's like a faux leather. Still got the tag on it from the Disney store, maybe. I don't know. And it's got this strap that comes on here and straps it down to your head. This headpiece cost $18.74 plus shipping on top. I think I pulled that out of a storage locker, to be quite honest with you. The next item are these Gap size 16 shorts. They're like a blue and white pinstripe, stripe. And they sold for $6.74 plus shipping on top. The next thing was this dress. Let's see if I can. It's like a Western style. It's white stag and it's just long. It has some side pockets here, like cargo pockets, and it is a extra large, and this sold for $5.30 plus shipping on top. Those aren't really good numbers. The shorts are $6.74. Some of this stuff is $3.99. Not really great numbers, but we are glad some of this. If it's not worth anything and it sells, then like at least it left, and it's finding a new home. Somebody's enjoying it. Because I need the space, to be quite honest with you. I had my wife talked about having a garage sale a couple of weeks ago, and it was 70 degrees, 80 degrees, 2 days in a row, like fake summer kind of thing. And then the next day was 30 degrees and kind of drizzly. And she was like, we should have a garage sale. And I was like, I'd love to have a garage sale, but I just don't think the weather is going to hold up. And it didn't. But also, I've had this idea that maybe I need to just take every listing down from eBay, take as much as I can of this stuff out for a garage sale, and just purge as much as I can, and get rid of as much as I can. I see a friend. Let me see if I can get this friend. Hey, Biscuit, come here. Say hi. Biscuit wants to say hi to everybody. Hi. I'm just a puppy. Hi, Biscuit. Hi. You don't like the camera? You don't know what's over there? Alright, so Biscuit wants to say hi and kisses. Lots of kisses. So, this is a good little dog, except gotta learn to poop outside. We don't like that. But the next thing that sold was these Chivas Regal glasses. There's 2 of them. Sold them in a set, pair, and it sold for $4.49 plus shipping on top. The next item, there's 8 bingo cards in this pack that I put together for kids, auto bingo, and these sold for $6.74 plus shipping on top. Let me put this dog away. And I've sold at least 10 to 12 of these. I still have 10 or so to go, but people might buy them a little bit more if they're going on road trips now. So that might speed up a little bit. The next item that sold was a lot of 3 CDs. I'm pretty sure that they're all new. Maybe not. I might be wrong. Let's see here. This is Lauren Alana, Getting Over Him. It looks to be a 6-track CD single. This is Lauren Alana, Getting Good. Another 6 tracks. I heard a dog come in. And the next one is Lauren Alana, and it looks like a full CD, 15 tracks. These 3 CDs sold for $22.49. So that was a good sale right there. I like that sale. The next item that sold was this. We've got dogs everywhere. Porsche 928 radio control car that doesn't necessarily work. Had a lot of corrosion in the thing, but I specified it was a parts only piece in the listing. It's pretty cool. I don't remember where I got that from. Hey, come here, Mello. Mello wants to say hi. All right, Mello dog. Oh, here he is. Say hi. Hi. Hi, Mello. So, Mello, I don't know if I told this story, but this little dog, he's a Chiweenie, and he did not bark for the first 3 months that we had him. So his name was Mello because he just like hung around. And then one day he got his voice, and he hasn't stopped barking since then. So he's a terror to people who come over to the house. He likes to bark their heads off. And it makes our name it doesn't make any sense when we let people know his name is Mello, because he is anything but mellow when they come over to the house. We have guests. This is the next item. So this car, $20 plus shipping. And then the last thing is this faucet that sold $16.49 for this. New, unopened faucet. Really cheap. Like, I think somebody who would flip a house or fix something up, like apartment buildings or whatever, put that kind of a faucet in somewhere, because it is a cheap unit. But I got a couple more of those, and I'd love to find somebody to buy just all of them, you know. I would definitely take those out to a garage sale if I had a garage sale, and just blow them out for a couple bucks a piece, because they're not really good quality items. But anyway, $16.49 plus shipping on top for that. This week, hopefully I'll get to listing. I've only listed one item in the past 3 weeks. I've been working on that office changeover, and then just keeping up with my shipping and everything during the week. And then, you know, obviously running the house and sitting down with the kids, doing some homeschool stuff in the time that I have available. We started sports, so, you know, we have practices in the evening and stuff like that as well. So lots of stuff to do. I'm going to get this stuff packed, get it over to the post office, and be done with it. And I think that's pretty much all I'm going to get done today. I would love to hang a light in the bedroom that I was working on for my daughter, and get her up and running with her new light and fan fixture. But that's probably all I'm going to do today. So if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear it. Remember, if you use any of those apps and you like them, please put it down below in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and let us know what you think about the channel. I really enjoy doing this, and I hope that people learn something from these videos. But that's all I got today, and we will see you next time on Hi-Fi Resale Shop. Remember, Jesus loves you, and open up that Bible, give it a read. Get the Bible app. Maybe start a program, a devotional where you read the whole Bible in a year's time. But get inside the Bible. It's God's word. It's the instruction manual for our life. And then remember, when you're out at a garage sale or a thrift store and you find that really cool thing, remember to give yourself a high five. See you next time.